Hello everyone, welcome to this series on understanding disability and its aspects. In our last video, we talked about what disability is, what's its prevalence, and why it matters. We also looked at some of the case studies to understand its vital contribution in the world as a large group. Today, we are going to talk about different kind of views or approaches of the society towards disability and how they have developed over the years. These different viewpoints or perspectives towards disability are termed as models of disability. So we'll be looking at some of the models, and at the end I will have a question for you all. The first model is the model of charity. This is the oldest model of disability where the people with disability are treated as an object of charity and pity. They are considered as a burden on the society, and people will always assume that they require some sort of charitable resources for their living. To take some examples, let's say there is an organization where a lot of disabled people are there. So you may think that let's go and donate some food to them. Or you may find someone crossing the road, so you may think that let's help the person and do some social work. But we really need to understand that some food or clothing may fulfill the requirements for a few days, but their well-being as a matter of their whole life remains completely ignored. The next model is the model of medical intervention. Post World War II, many people, including the fighters and citizens, acquired multiple forms of disability. And therefore, instead of calling them directly disabled, people started referring to them as a sick person. They questioned if those affected people could be cured, or there exist some sort of medical treatments which could bring them into their fit conditions. So this is how the model of charity evolved into a model of medical intervention. We really need to understand over here that in the above two models, the issue of disability is assumed to be associated with the person himself. But is there any other angle to look at this issue? Let's try to understand with the help of an example. There's a person with locomotor disability. So we say, okay, the problem is there with the person himself. So let's give a wheelchair to him. We provide a wheelchair to him, but still he is not able to commute independently in the premises and outside due to their inaccessibility. So where's the problem? Is it really just the person himself? The next model is the social model. We looked at the charity model, then medical model. Now we are going to see the social model. Social model says that people are disabled by the barriers in society and not by their impairments or differences. These barriers can be caused by the people's attitude to these differences, like assuming that disabled people can't understand or do certain things equally. Or they can be physical, as we discussed, like buildings not having ramps or accessible toilets. According to the social model, society as a whole has the responsibility to eliminate all existing barriers that exclude persons with disability from having equal access to opportunities. This is how social model provides an equal access to education, employment, rehabilitation, and an independent, dignified lifestyle. To take some examples, let's suppose you are a person with locomotor disability who wants to get into a building, but that building does not have stairs. So social model looks at this problem with the building itself and suggests the building to have accessible ramps on it. Same way, if your child with visual impairment can't read a book which was recently published, then the social model stress upon the publishers to avail the book in an audible or e-text format so that they are accessible to the screen reading software users as well. Just to have a comparison of the social model versus medical model, social model seeks to change the society in order to accommodate the people from a variety of different groups, whereas medical model seeks to change the people in order to accommodate the society. Which one is more justifying? Please write it in the comment box. Now the next model is the right-based models. So social model presented all those ideals for the persons with disability and to make their life better and to make the earth a better place. But all those ideals are never guaranteed until or unless we have constitutional laws for them. So right-based models advocates to bring laws to ensure the implementation of all the ideals of the social model. Some of such laws already in place are United Nations Conventions on the Rights of Persons with Disability Act 2006, Persons with Disability Act 2016, and many more. And I am sure most of you might be aware of these laws. We'll talk about all these laws in details in our next video, and we'll also be discussing about the existing prevalent stereotypes. My question is, out of all the models that we have discussed, with which were you all standing till now? And how, after this, it would alter your thoughts? Please write it in the comment box, and thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video. Thank you.